level of education in Asia. Now, how the sport can address these two challenges? As a young leader in the new country, I created a local organization called Action for Change Foundation, with the objective is to give access to education and peace to the most vulnerable people in Timor-Leste. I've been working with peace and sport organizations since 2008 to use the sport to address some of the issues that are faced by our people in the vulnerable neighborhood. Peace and Sport and ACF have developed a Peace Through Sport program to bring young boys and girls to practice sport and practice basic education of focusing on socialization of fair play regulation and peace education such as discipline, respect, morals, and tolerance. To introduce peaceful, healthy recreational activities to disadvantaged and vulnerable communities. It aims to unite children in order to promote cooperation, enable positive self-expression, and instill self-confidence, hope, and foster peaceful relationships between Timorese young people. From now, over 4,170 kids from the poorest of the poor neighborhood in Dili can now practice structured and supervised sport. And the poorest of the poor usually live in the street. With the peace and sport, young people have learned they don't necessarily fancy equipment to practice sport, but part of my role using the sport as a tool for peace promotion in my community is to introduce sport to the vulnerable kids and problematic kids and vulnerable young people in each different neighborhood. Introduce them to the sport so that they can practice sport. Sometimes most of our young people, they never practice sport in their life. So through the project that I bring to them, to the community, integrate them to the sport. It doesn't necessarily to have a fancy sport equipment, but part of my role also to introduce the local resources to develop the basic equipment sport. Like you see in the picture, they use the plastic bottles, cans, tires, carton, to use that as a basic sport equipment to practice sport. Rather than they spend a lot of money to the fancy equipment and they break it today, they stop playing sport tomorrow. So it can be sustainable, use the local resources to have a basic equipment. They can break it today, they can do it again tomorrow. It can be sustainable. Thank you very much. Now,